Hello everyone, I am Sam from LCAProductions and I am back here today
for another episode of GG Session. Yes, good game session, we are back. And today, Factorio. Yes, this is quite a old game actually, quite a popular game. It was made quite a while ago actually, if I just put up the Steam page here, tab out. It came out all the way back in 2016, so yeah, a long time ago. Lots of people play it, I'm pretty sure. People stream it. I know the Yogscast definitely stream it quite a lot. So it was developed and published by Woob, I believe, WBE Software Ltd. Woob, I guess that's how you'd say that. And all the reviews are very good. It is apparently it's still in early access. But it's £21 at the moment on Steam. It might go on offer at some point. It's still marked as early access, but I haven't run into any bugs as of yet. But yeah, Factorio. Basically, I'll show you what this game is because we're going to play it. We're going to start a new game. I'll put it on peaceful mode and yeah, I'll probably put it on rich resources, just so we make sure we don't run out of stuff. We shouldn't really anyway, rich resources, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to generate a new world. There are lots of settings you can look at if you want to customise your world. I just usually go for those two. So this is free play. Your end goal is to launch a rocket into space. Do this by constructing a rocket silo and launching a rocket with a satellite, and you'll need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock that sort of stuff. So basically, you got this little person here, as you can see. Don't mean to zoom in too far because then it looks really bad quality, but it's actually fairly decent quality, I think. And so you've got this quite a large randomly generated world. You right click to mine things. You start off, you don't start off with a pickaxe actually. I was just mining that with my hands by the looks. But I do have some iron plates that you start with along with these two things we'll get into in a minute. So I can in fact make an iron pickaxe with these iron plates. They will automatically convert. As you see there it says the iron stick is in gold. That means it will, whatever you call that, orange, that means it'll build that for you. See, iron stick uses an iron plate. So if you go to here and we click one of them, it queues it up, and that was really fast, but I don't know if you could see there, it built the stick first and then it built the pickaxe. So now we have a pickaxe, we can carry on mining. There we go. I think that is a bit faster. So this is stone, a stone node, and as you can see up over here, oh yeah, it tells you how much there is there, it tells you how long it will take to mine it, it tells you its hardness. That's not that important, but there you go. Then we've got some trees we can chop down with the pickaxe to get some wood. There we go, raw wood, that's quite useful. Get some of that, don't mind if I do. Boom. And, look, here we go. So if I, oh, you need to make sure you're close enough to things to actually mine them. Okay, so if I press M and open the map, as you can see, we've got these little nodes here. This is water, that's the stone we were at, this is us. This is a huge iron ore, 1.3 million apparently. Don't know what that is. Copper ore over here, coal here, a bit more stone, and that's about it really. There's not too many actual resources. I think it is mainly just iron, wood, stone, and copper and coal. Pretty sure that's it. So if we start mining some iron here, chunk, there we go. Now nothing bad happens at night, you don't need to eat food, nothing like that. You do have health, but we shouldn't run into any aliens. There are aliens. I've got it set to peaceful mode so they won't just randomly start attacking and interrupting us. So there we go, that's some iron. We will need coal if we want to smelt this iron, but we can use wood as a fuel source. I never have done in the past, but there is just iron just down here. Smash a rock. The really big rocks give you coal, but like, is this big enough one to give me coal? No, there's ones even bigger than that one. Okay, here's some coal. This is coal. There's quite a lot here, so we're going to start mining this. The coal is quite an important resource. It's what you use to generate power until you get into electricity, but then you still need it to generate electricity at the start anyway. I'm not sure about later on. I don't know if fuel is a thing. I don't know. Okay. So, we've got some coal now, and we've got some iron, we've got some stone, and we started with these two, a burner mining drill and a stone furnace. So let's put down the stone furnace first. We'll just plonk it here. Plonk. It says it's flashing, it needs fuel. If we left click on it, we can open it up, and we can give it some fuel. Let's give it the coal that we've got, right? So it's happy now, but it's not doing anything. I want to smelt up these iron to make some iron plates, because I've only got 4 left. Let's put it in, and ta-da! We've got iron. Just like that. See? How easy is that? Nice and easy. I believe you can shift click as well, and it'll put it straight into your inventory. So there you go, that is going. Let's get a bit more coal. If you want a decent amount. Okay, how much have we got? Not much. This will do for now. And we can start using our burner mining drill. So we pop this down. So the little, so you got the little green shows that we can place it. If it's too far away, it goes yellow, and if we can't place it, it's red. So that little yellow arrow is where the coal comes out, or whatever it's mining comes out of. We can rotate it if we want. I'm going to put it, sure, I will put it right there. So if we look over on the right, we've got the expected resources. So if I put it right here, 14,000 coal. 20,000 if I put it there. Is there any higher number than 20,000? I think 20,000 sounds good, but I need to get a bit closer. Boom. So it's missing fuel, but before we turn it on, I would like to craft something. So if we go to logistics, these are the few tabs we've got at the moment. Boom, wooden chests. I would like to make one of them. I've got 20 raw wood. It's going to turn some of that wood into normal wood first, as you can see. It does that for me. And then after it's made enough, it makes a chest. And we've got a chest. I'm going to put that there. Okay. Now if we fuel this guy up, it'll start mining coal for us. So this is the fuel, and this is what it's mining. Kind of the opposite to how this guy's laid out. Take these back. And the coal that it gets is going to go straight into this chest. Ka-chink. Yay, now we have coal. We can, if we want, put that straight back into here. So, that is the very, very, very basic main gist of how to start Factorio. You want to be mining stuff, you want to be smelting it, and then you want to be using it to craft things. Yes, as you can see, there's a few things we already have unlocked. This is how we get into electricity, so we can already do that if we want. And this is how we do science, which I'll explain in a second. And these are other things as well, so we'll deal with that in a second as well. So, we've got, boom, loads more. I just took that out of the wrong slot, didn't I? Yes, I apologise, there we go. Okay, and we can put that straight into our furnace if we want. We can cook up stone to get like stones that we can use to build basically pavement. If you want to fancy things up, it makes you move slightly faster. Probably won't be bothered with that. What I do want to go and get is some copper, probably, because copper is also one of the main resources along with iron. We do need to get some more iron as well, but we'll get to that. So there is some copper through these trees. I found that you don't need that much wood in this game, so the point I've got to, I haven't needed much wood, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. 30 wood will keep us going for probably a very long time. Okay, so let's mine some copper then, shall we? Yep, there we go, copper, boom. Easy as, I don't know, pie. Easy as cake. Piece of pie, piece of cake. Oh, my pickaxe did break. So we're going to have to make a new pickaxe. Do we have enough stuff for a pickaxe? Yes, we do. Boom. Don't worry, later on we'll barely be mining at all. Okay, so we have quite a bit of copper now. Yeah? I'd say so. Let's go back. You can't sprint, as far as I'm aware. So you just have to run, but that's fine, doesn't take that long. So we were over here. Yes, here we are. This is our base of operations. So I'm going to smelt the copper up now. So if we look at our crafting, what can we make? We can make burner inserters, I'll explain them, but also we can make some transport belts. Not many though, we do need a lot more iron. Because it needs iron gear wheels, which are made from iron plates. So we're going to need to go and get a bit more iron. Oh, which is this way. I almost went the wrong way. Oh, is this a big enough rock? No, it's just a big one. I think I've already checked that one. Okay. Let's mine some more iron. There is a lot of iron here. So much iron. It's pretty crazy. Let's get 10. 10 sounds like a good number for now. basically we want to automate the coal so that we've got enough coal forever, basically. Now once we've automated coal, we can just automate everything else. The idea of this is automation is to build a factory, and that's why it's called Factorio. Okay, so as we can see, we have quite a bit of coal. Coal stacks up to 50. I think other things stack up to a bit more than that sometimes. So coal is basically automated, I'm going to say. We don't need it to go anywhere. We could get it to go into this furnace, but I'm not that bothered. What I do want to do now, though, is smelt up the iron that I just got. And over on the iron area is where I think we're going to set up some automation. We're going to have a miner that then goes straight into a furnace, which then cooks it and goes into a chest. That's the very basic automation that we can set up. So first we're going to need a little bit more iron so we can make some of the stuff. Once we get started though, it will all be going automatically. How are you doing? Okay. So let's make a burner mining drill. Boom. So it's going to make all the stuff it needs for that, which is quite a few things, and then boom, it's done. And it's down here. Okay, and we want a few more of you, and we want to make a burner inserter as well. And that's all we can make for now. However, I also want to make one of you guys. Okay. So, should we take some coal with us? I think that's a good idea. Oh, this guy's ran out of coal, believe it or not. He is out of coal. So if you right-click on a stack, it splits it in half, giving you the majority if it needs to round it up or whatever. There you go. Okay, so let's go to the iron. Okay, here we are. So, burner mining drill. We're going to make it go this way. There's a good source. 10, 11. Oh, it gets quite big over here. Let's go for that 20. I mean, there's a 21. I thought. Did I see a 21? Yeah. 22. Oh, I need to get... I sometimes forget to do that. Boom. It is down. Before we power it, though, we're going to do a conveyor belt. Transport belt, sorry. These are very important in Factorio. We're just going to go straight along like that. Sure. And then we're going to do a furnace. We're going to put it there. We're going to leave a gap because we need one of these. So inserters, these are the burner type because they use fuel. They move things from that line into the arrow. So this is going to move anything from the belt behind it into the furnace. Now something that should be noted is that conveyor belts have two sides, right? So if I was to place this here, it probably would only take from this side of the conveyor belt. I'm not too sure if it would take from the other one or not, but you can have two rows of things on a conveyor belt. Just going to note that. Boom. I'm going to put this guy down, and he has no fuel, so he's going to start flashing as well soon. Let's start fueling this guy first, though. Then we... Oops. Don't want to mine it back up. Then we will... 25 is quite a lot, but sure, we'll do that anyway. And then you get fuel. Boom. So we're now automatically mining, then smelting iron. How great is that? Isn't that just great? So if we get enough for another burner inserter, we make a couple more chests as well, so we can queue multiple things up and they will slowly be made. Quite quickly, actually. We're going to put this guy down, who is now currently stacking the iron plates on the floor, which we don't want him to do. Instead we want them to put them in the chest. He's now also out of coal. Here, have some of this guy's coal. They don't use much coal, I find, these guys. Boom. Smelting the plates, putting it into a chest. Don't know why I took them out of there. So we can just leave that now, and we'll come back and there'll be a ton of iron there. So now that we've got that almost fully automated, it's not fully automated because it's going to eventually run out of fuel, but we can do that in a minute. We can fix that problem. The first thing we're going to do, though... Are you still... Yeah, you're still going? Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the copper, and we want to set up a similar system, basically something that does exactly the same as this, but for copper ore. Don't know if we're going to have enough stuff, though. Let's see, we want one of them, one of them, one of them, probably a couple of these, and another one of them. Sure, fine, it's perfect. Let's just go through the forest, down here to the copper. Where do we want to put this guy? 13k. I mean, this isn't going to be a long playthrough, it's just this episode, so I don't know why I'm finding something that's... It's just to demonstrate the game, basically, like all GG sessions. We'll do a little conveyor belt. Sure. You don't need to do a conveyor belt. You can just have one of these guys take it straight out, or put it into a chest and then have one of these take it out if you wanted to. But it's fine. Put you down, you, and you, and we'll give you half this coal. Oops. Coal cannot be smelted. No, it cannot. Oh. There you go. And this guy. Boom. Now copper is going to be automated, smelting into copper plates. And watch this guy. Boom. Look at that. So copper is now almost fully automated. The next step would be to get something to automatically take the coal from our coal mine and bring it to both of these guys. However, that is a very long route. I mean, we could just do it lots and lots of transport tracks. We just have to wait for all the resources to come in. But there's something else we should do. If I go to... where is it? Oh, sorry. Press T. If I press T to start new research. Boom. Ta-da! There's this huge interface. This is the researching tree, the list of technologies. So basically, each one of these is something you can learn. These ones are locked at the moment. And as you learn these guys, you'll unlock all of these things. Look, crazy stuff. What was this? Lasers. What's down here? Portable fusion reactor, portable robot, military, uranium ammo. It's crazy, right? Atomic bomb. And there's the rocket silo. That's the final thing. So, in order to get to there, we need to do a lot of research, basically. The way research works is you need to do it in a science lab, which we saw earlier, I think. But you click it, and then it gets activated, and then as you put these things, science packs, into the thing, it does the research. We're going to kick off this one, I think, that gets us underground belts, fast inserters, and splitters. It needs 20 science pack 1, right? And it's going to take 15 seconds, or in-game minutes, I'm not quite sure what that is, to complete the thing 20 times. So each time you put one in, it's going to take that long, and then you're going to need to do that 20 times. So if we click that, boom, that's then active. If we look, we now know it's going because there's no button, and we can't do anything quite yet because what we need is one of these guys, a lab. In order to get that, we need electric circuits, transport belts, and iron gears. Electric circuits just need iron plates and copper. However, as we already know, gears just need iron, copper cables, and all that stuff. And transport belts just need iron. So basically, if we have a load of iron plates and a load of copper plates in our inventory, we should be able to craft that, yeah? So let's grab some coal. Let's go fuel our iron guys and just fill ourselves up with as much iron as this has over here. Yes, please. And how are you doing on coal? Ooh, not too well. You could probably do a bit more. You still got loads. Okay. So we'll leave you to carry on making those guys for us. Let's go get some more copper plates, shall we? Copper plates. Let's dig a tree on the way. Oh, look, this guy's ran out of fuel. Tut, tut, tut. Sure, have some wood. Not too sure how good wood is as fuel. I've never used it as fuel before. I'm sorry, I know you wanted that, I'm sorry. But I need it quicker, sorry. Right, let's go back to what I'm calling our base, which is... I guess we can call it our base. It's just where we started, really. The first things we put down. All those many, many years ago. Or in-game days, rather than years. Okay. So, now can we make a science lab? Yes, we can. Boom. It's got a lot of stuff to craft, but it's going to do it, and we can just ignore that, and it's going to go, and it's going to craft. I'm going to get rid of this guy, I think. Because we're not smelting anything over here. This is just our iron, our coal producing area. Boom. 6 coal. Oh, another one. Crazy. And the lab is done. So we're just going to put it down here. Doesn't really matter. It does need power. That's the thing I just forgot. So we're not going to put it down there. Let's move down to the waterfront. Because our next step is to make a boiler and a steam engine. Going to need a lot more stuff for the steam engine. We can make the boiler, and we can make an offshore pump as well. We are going to need a bunch more iron. So before we place any of them guys down, let's go get some iron. Because there's no point having a boiler if you don't have the actual generator. Okay. I think it's time to get some copper. How you doing down here, mate? Have you got some copper plates for me? Yes, thank you very much. Let's head to the water. So it's all kind of in a nice circle, which is quite decent. If we look at the map, we've got this nice circle of resources, so you can easily have something kind of in the middle, probably close to the water, and you just pull from each and stuff. So that's fairly nice. And look, you at least can see the little squares of the things that we place down, very faintly, which is quite useful. Don't know what that is. Oh, a tiny bit of coal. 296, that's not much. So, can we make... No, we need a lot more iron. Not a lot more iron. 31. How much do we have? Do we seriously need one more? Do we need 31 more? Age-old question. Okay, let's have a look. Boom, do we have enough now? Yes, steam engine. That's going to take a little while to craft. Not too long though, not too bad. Probably want to make a couple of these guys as well. So anything else we want? Make an iron chest that has a bit more storage. Kind of a bit of a waste of iron unless you really need a lot of storage space. Okay, let's go back down to the waterfront and let's get set up with our offshore pump and our boiler. And do we have any coal on us? A little bit. It's not going to be enough for long. So let's stick the pump here. So fluid basically lasts forever as far as I'm aware, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to get some pipes. As you can see, they have water in them. And then we're going to get the boiler. And the water comes in from this side, so we're just going to stick it there. Okay, it does need fuel. Give it fuel, and it goes through it very quickly. The steam's just coming out the front, so we don't really want that. We need to send it to this guy, Ka-chunk. And he's flashing a little symbol there, because he's got nowhere to send the power. So we're going to make some small electric poles, okay? There we go. As you can see, he's stopped burning the coal now, because this guy's full on steam. 200 steam. So now, if we set one of these guys up, Ka-chunk, he's sending the power to this cable. And then he sends it to this cable, who sends it to this cable. Basically, we can go wherever we want with this. I'm going to do a lab, because that's what we want to do. I'm going to plonk it within range of this. If I plonk it here, you can see it's not quite connected, so it needs to be in the range. There we go. Notice that it's got full electricity over here. Electricity is full. So, it's already got the logistics selected, because we already selected that a second ago. We can make 7 of these science packs. Just make all of them, get them going. They take a little while to craft. That's okay. We're going to go and grab some iron. Nice. And let's go grab a bit more copper. I believe the science packs just need... What do they? They just need... Oh, they do need copper plates. I thought so. Oh, this goes out of coal. Have some wood. For now. I'll bring more coal over here later. Okay, so these science packs are almost finished. If we go to our science machine, so this is the power setup that's basically done. However, if you may notice over there on the right, it says the efficiency is 50%. I'm not quite sure how to fix that, but basically, see there's like these 2 little arrows, one going one way, one going this way. That's because you can line up boilers next to each other, and the water will flow evenly between all of them, basically. And you can do the same thing here with the steam boilers, so the steam will flow evenly throughout all of them, so they're all sharing the steam if you just line them up. So that's something that you could do that's quite useful. Okay, boom. 7 of these guys going in. Now remember, it takes 20, right? So we're going to need quite a few more. Let's go and check on our coal first, though. Aha, that's what I thought would happen. Oh, we've got quite a bit in here. That's okay. Let's stick 18 in there for now. And then let's run this to our iron and then to our copper. How are you guys doing? How are you doing on fuel? 14. That's not the end of the world. You could probably do with a bit more. Did I give you... Oh, you've got some. You've got some. Give you a little bit more, and we're going to only have 12 to take down to the copper. Sorry, copper, but you're getting the short straw. You'll have more another day. Oh, look, this guy's already ran out of that wood. Did not think it was going to last long. I'll just give you all of that. This guy? He's okay, actually. He's got loads of wood. Okay. So things are happening, basically. We need quite a lot more of these. 12, I do believe. I don't know how many that is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe? I believe that's everything we need. So that's going, and it's going to take a little while. But the science machine, it's going. As you can see, it's doing science for us, which is really useful. Now, there's nothing else we can do at the moment. We could make inserters, so we could if we wanted to. These inserters run on power, and so do these electric miners. There's no furnace that runs on power at the moment, but we can make electric miners and electric inserters if we want to. And that way we don't have to use coal. We don't have to keep on fueling things with coal forever and ever. Instead, we just need to make sure we have enough electricity for everything. I don't know if we'll quite get to that in this playthrough, but because I want to just show off some stuff. Blueprints, I'm not quite sure how they work. I think you just save an area and then you can build it later. Well, this shows you how much stuff we're producing and how much stuff we're using over time, so that's fairly useful in case you want to manage that sort of thing. Oops, I don't know what that is. Tutorials, there are quite a lot of tutorials that you can play, and so they're quite useful. I might do one of them another day, maybe, I'm not too sure. You can eventually get trains, and they will carry stuff from one place to another, and you can set routes and offload stuff from one to another and such. So they're quite cool. They're a little bit further down the tech line. We won't get to them in this playthrough, unfortunately. I just wanted to show you the main gist of the game, really. So this is the main gist. Mine stuff, process it, store it, craft it, spread it, bring it around the place, power everything properly, and just work your way towards unlocking the last bit of research. That's the main gist of Factorio, is to have a factory and then just launch a rocket to space. So, oh, I did make one extra by accident. That's okay. The extra one should just stay in there. Oh look, yeah, you can get modules to speed it up, or reduce energy, or add a production bonus, etc., and do other bonuses, so that's quite cool. You can look at the tech tree a little bit if you want. So we're working on this guy. You then get steel production, which allows you to make steel chests, steel axes, and unlocks, as you can see, a lot of stuff. So that's quite cool. Landfill unlocks a thing called landfill that allows you to fill in grass, and can also be used to mine any kind of path. So there you go. That's a thing that I could show you, I guess, if we make one of these guys, and then I plonk him down just here, and then I give him a bit of you, and a bit of you. As you'll see in a second, wait for it, we get this guy, a stone brick. So if I get those two, and I come out, I can place them. Let's just go there. That was both of them. They're not that big. It does actually speed up your walking speed. I don't know if you can tell with such a small amount. But it's quite good if you have quite a long way to run between 2 points. Oh boom, there you go, that places all at once. That's why. So yeah, it speeds up your walking speed a decent chunk, I would say. Is there a way I can place this smaller? Hold shift. Control. No. I don't know. But it makes you run faster, so there's that. Nice. Good to know. Boom, let's break that guy. This guy's working his way, as you can see up the top here. It shows you how well it's doing. That's fairly useful. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's that much in this game, but trust me, once you get down the tech tree, you can unlock vehicles, you can unlock better weapons, because if I select my weapon, I don't have anything to shoot, so I can't actually shoot, but yeah, you can shoot aliens if you find them later on. You will need to defend yourself from those aliens at some point in the game. Well, they might find you. Who knows? Depends what you got the mode set to and such. So yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of stuff you can unlock. You can upgrade things. You can upgrade your armor, your inventory. You can unlock lamps that use electricity to light up the area. Turrets that automatically shoot things for you. Walls to help protect yourself from aliens. More weapons of different types. More advanced inserters that can be filtered. Better assembling machines. So these assembling machines automatically craft things for you, but the basic one only does things that has 2 ingredients. Long-handed inserter can reach over things to grab and to insert, so that's quite useful. Fluid handling gives you a lot of stuff that can allow you to store like water, oil, heavy oil and other stuff, and also gives you a storage tank, so that's quite cool, quite useful. I might unlock that in my off-camera playthrough. Modules that increase speed, production, efficiency. So production, the machine makes more products from the same amount of ingredients, but it also increases the energy consumption and reduces the speed, so it's quite balanced apparently. So there you go. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff to unlock before you can get to space. But I'm sure if you wanted to rush through it you could, or if you just wanted to take your time, build a factory that was fully automated and all you had to do was open a chest and boom, there's everything you need. Wouldn't that be great? Obviously this isn't fully automated. If these were electric and if we had something inserting into this, which we can do fairly easily, if we just got another one of you, and we'll get a couple of you, and another one of you, and another one of you, right? I'll demonstrate. So if we get some coal, need to be a bit closer. Boom. And we go back to here. In a second. You can I'm pretty sure you can get something that speeds up your movement speed, most likely. Okay, so this guy we're going to put there. And then we're going to do this. So just imagine that instead of a burner inserter here, it's coming from all the way over there, where our coal was. Just imagine that, right? So if I put some coal in here, so the cool thing burner inserters do when they're using coal is they'll first give themselves some coal. Oh look, we'll show that in a second. So anyway, they give themselves enough fuel to run and they keep the cells with 1 or whatever fuel. So this fuel will come down here, it'll start stacking up on this side of the conveyor belt because this guy's got plenty of coal. And if I remove all the coal, the inserter will do only a few and then it'll stop eventually when it gets to a certain amount. So there you go. Just kept it at 5 and it's going to keep it at 5 coal forever. As long as there's coal in this chest, he'll have coal. Now these guys, I'm pretty sure inserters can't insert into other inserters. We could actually just test that if we wanted to. Let's have a little look, shall we? Pretty sure they can't, but who knows? I have not tested this, we're doing it live. If we put a load of coal in there, it's going to feed itself. Let's go stop. If this guy has no coal, yes, there you go. They can. Cool. So he's going to give him 5 coal. So that is, if we had some splitters, which we've just unlocked, boom, that is done, green. The next thing is logistics 2, which gives us fast stuff. So that's quite cool. So yeah, if we had some splitters, we could have one chain of coal splitting twice, one of them coming down here to feed this guy, and this guy, one of them coming down here to feed this guy. We could split it again if we wanted to feed this guy. So yeah, that is how you automate things, is just by feeding coal into them, unless you're using electricity, in which case we wouldn't need to do this bit, but we would still need to feed coal into this guy until this guy became electric, which I am not too sure how far away that is. I think it's quite a far away thing. So, our science is finished. We could start some more science if we wanted to. If we found something we wanted to do, like automation, we could start that, and we would need a ton more of the red dudes. So yeah, there you go. So it's fairly chill, and unless you set the difficulty and settings so that it's not. If you can just chill out and just wander around the world, mine a few trees, explore, build your factory up and stuff, and then eventually unlock new things. So look at this crazy area, it's quite cool. Just gonna wander into the distance. So yeah, I think that's about it really. It's not been a very long playthrough and there's a lot we haven't covered, but that is the main gist of it. You've got the main mechanics down of moving around and destroying with right click and building with left click. I could just start a new area here if I wanted to by just placing things. Obviously the further away you are from everything else means you're going to have to build really long transport tracks, or you're going to have to unlock trains and make them go really far for you. So yeah, just watch out for aliens, because eventually you'll run into an alien nest and aliens spawn from there. I'm not 100% sure on the mechanics, I just know that they turn up by a nest and they will attack you and your base. But if you unlock walls, then you can protect yourself, so there you go. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff, so doing one video on it is quite difficult, but we don't have enough space for another mini-series, unfortunately. I'm really enjoying this game. I do find this game very fun. How's our generator guy doing? He's fine. He's doing well. You can also you can feed into the generator as well. It'll keep burner inserters will keep 5 fuel in there, so there you go. So yeah, definitely a nice game, I would say. Stamp it, put-em. Yeah, it's a good game. I think you should go and get it. Quite a long. You can just play it for hours and hours, and you can go towards the end goal, or you could just spend a load of time making things nice and neat. I don't know how neat this is. Probably fairly neat, but eventually you'll have tracks all over the place, and you'll be like, oh gosh, this is so messy. So yeah. Oh, by the way, also if you press F, you pick up a bunch of stuff. So there you go. I just picked up all that coal. So pretty cool. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next GG session. Okay, thank you for watching. Go and get Factorio and give it a play. Okay, bye.